What's up, guys, and welcome to the first ever Team Nice review thing. With me, mildly amusing, and...
Rickety!
Yay!
Yay!
Luke's still in Guatemala.
Probably.
Crossing the universes. Do you want to tell the lovely people what they're what we're reviewing? Even though it'll be the title of the video, so they'll already know what we're reviewing.
Well, because it was topical with the upcoming Survivor Series, and I think it's going on WWE TV right now. We're going to be reviewing the Survivor Series 1998 Deadly Game Tournament.
Cause it's a deadly game. If I could, if I wouldn't get sued by WWE, that theme song would be playing it on a loop for the whole of this review. I love it.
That's basically all you need to know about this show.
Yeah, it has a good theme song.
It has a good theme song.
But if you want to know more about it, we'll go into that now.
Right now.
It is a good theme song, though.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. So, I've got a bit of background, so I'm going to go through that for people.
Okay.
So we start all the way back in April 1998. Steve Austin, he wins the WWF title at WrestleMania 14. Mr. McMahon is not happy about this. He wants to get the belt off Austin because he's not a good corporate role model. So he recruits Dude Love, who fails twice. So then he recruits Kane, and Kane wins the belt in a first blood match, but only after The Undertaker helps him. So then Austin wins it back the next night. His plans aren't going well, Vince. Then he brings in The Undertaker, who Austin beats. Then, this is actually one of my favourite matches from this era. Breakdown in Your House and Vince McMahon's master plan. Do you know what the master plan was?
Can't remember.
It's Kane versus The Undertaker versus Steve Austin.
Oh, yeah.
And Kane and Undertaker can't pin each other.
Yeah.
So, Austin's down, Kane pins him, Undertaker pins him, 1, 2, 3. Who's the champ? We don't know. Title, it's not Steve Austin, though. So then, at Judgment Day, you have Taker versus Kane for the title, with Austin as the referee, because McMahon's an asshole.
Yeah.
If no champ, you know, if neither Kane or The Undertaker leave with the title, Austin gets fired. So he attacks both Undertaker and Kane, and Vince fires him, which leads us nicely to this tournament to determine the new champion. Anything you want to add?
Was it the other thing as well? Shane McMahon hired Austin back.
I was gonna get
okay,
to
we're gonna
that
save that. Okay.
When we got to Austin's match.
Fair enough.
So we get like a nice opening video. Did you like the opening video?
Yeah, it was Freddie Blassie, I think.
It wasn't Freddie Blassie.
Was it not?
I'm sure it's not Freddie Blassie. He's not nearly as raspy as Freddie Blassie was. I liked it though, when it's all why the men want to, you know, win the belt for the various reasons, and I like how it had everyone in the tournament, well, excluding one guy, for obvious reasons, but like, you know, it had like, you know, here's why Al Snow is gonna be WWF champion, here's why Goldust is gonna win. I think everyone was in it. I think I realised someone wasn't in it, but I could have just missed him.
Well, the mystery opponent, of course.
Well, yeah, the mystery opponent wasn't there. But yeah, was Boss Man in it? I don't recall seeing him in it.
I don't remember seeing him either. He was.
It could have just been, you know, a quick pan over his face.
Could have been.
A lot of it was like that. Yeah, so then we get our theme song.
Which is, it was really out of place, like, next to the intro.
It is, it's all like, you know, really serious and, you know, quite like athletic, and it's, 'cause it's a deadly game! It's like, so happy. I love it, especially when you contrast it to the logo, because the logo is a skull.
Yeah.
It's a skull with a 2 on its head, and then the song's just, it's cheery, it's having a fun old time. So we get some nice pyro and explosions and camera angles and people in the crowd with signs. There's a guy who had a Ventura for President sign.
Yeah.
Which made me laugh. And it's JR and King on commentary. They mentioned a brawl on Heat and showcased the bracket, and they never come back to the brawl on Heat.
Yeah, I've not noted as well. They never say who was in it even.
It annoys me because as we go through the show, they show several brawls on Heat.
Yeah, lots of them.
I don't know what one it was, and I kind of want to find out.
Yeah.
As they're going over the bracket, JR mentions only winners advance. Straight away I'm like, there's going to be someone getting a draw.
Just remember though, unlike those other tournaments you've seen, only the winners advance.
I did like that, because usually the losers go through.
Yeah. It's some nice innovation.
Yes, very, very interesting wording. And the first round has a 10-minute time limit on each match. I didn't time them to check, but it's probably...
I did.
Was it alright?
Yeah.
Ah,
none of them even come near the 10 minutes.
Impressive. I did time one match. You can probably guess what one it is.
There's like one match that came relatively close to 10 minutes. The rest of them were nowhere near it.
I can probably guess what one it is. Anyway, we then cut to Finkel, and who comes out? But Vince McMahon. In his little robotic wheelchair. Looking like... Did you notice later on, JR compares him to Michael Ironside?
Yeah.
That was amazing. That was like the highlight of that pay-per-view for me. Well, lots of things were the highlight, but I particularly like that one. Anyway, he's out with the Stooges. He's out with who else is he out with? He is out with Slaughter, and also the who else? Oh yeah, the boss man, who's the head of his private security as a corrupt police official. He's proudly going to introduce us to the first match of this title tournament, where he's going to guarantee that there is a new WWF World Champion. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier on, but the crowd in St. Louis is notably very excited for the show. And I think that's always quite good when the crowd's really into it. But yeah, it was a pretty good opening thing. Yeah, so he keeps going on about it. And, oh my god. I may be having slight technical difficulties that I've been stalling for the last 5 minutes, for the last wee while over. But I'll keep talking about it. So anyway, he proudly is going to introduce the first match, and he says it's going to be one small step for man, but one giant leap for mankind. Oh, thank God you're back.
It's okay.
Rickety, what did you think of that big, massive speech I did to totally not fill time?
It was good. It was very good.
Yeah, so McMahon comes out with all his potty, as I said.
Yeah.
I think I actually wrote at one point he comes out with his posse. And he proudly introduces the first match with one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Yeah.
That made me happy. So out comes Mankind with his old theme song.
In his lovely little suit.
And his lovely tux. I loved the tux. And his hardcore title.
Yeah. That was just after being introduced, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's when he recruits him for this part.
Yeah.
He gives it to Mick as a gift, as a I love you, son kind of thing. I love the Mick Foley Vince thing. It's so weird.
It is. It's great.
Oh yeah, it's the first time we get a really good look at the stage, so we have to talk about the stage. Because it is amazing.
It is really good.
It's a huge skull.
Huge skull, and there's like these little things on fire in front of it.
Yeah, there's like fire pillars in front of it, and like the skull's all cracked.
Yeah, and it's like that. It's kind of like the stage, like diagonal, kind of.
Yeah, so they come out at like an angle.
Yeah.
To the ramp they actually walk down. I really like it. It's one of my.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's one of my favorite stages ever. Yes, Foley's in his suit. I love his little suit with his bow tie. Oh, bless.
And his slippers.
And his slippers. Yeah, I love... Part of the thing I always loved about Vince with Mankind is he hates Mankind, but
Yeah.
he puts up with him. See Vince's face when Mankind hugs him when he comes out. I think I had to actually pause the pay-per-view. I was laughing too much. It's just amazing. He looks like he's been hugged by like some sort of swamp monster. So then we get we get HBK chants start. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
While he's waiting in the ring. Because it's the mystery opponent.
That was the hot rumor at the time.
Yes, I looked up some other people that were rumored.
I think it wasn't Brett like one of them as well.
I've not heard Brett. I have heard Ric Flair and Terry Funk though.
Terry Funk.
Well, it makes sense.
It does for
Funk,
Mankind.
6 years prior, well, 6 years, 6 months prior was like, oh, I'll be back in like 6 months.
It's true.
And also, you know, Funk and Foley, you know.
Yeah.
But then instead, we get this introduction. Did you write down his introduction after he put on his glasses and got out his cue cards?
I didn't write it all down.
You wrote it all down?
I know I didn't.
Oh, I wrote most of it down, paraphrasing slightly.
Yeah.
So I'll read it out for everyone to enjoy. It was a legend who made his WWF debut in 1990. Over the next 6 years, his win-loss record set a new standard in WWF. Unfortunately, he then jumps ship to WCW. I love when Vince does that and everyone boos. It was great.
So good.
Oh yeah, because he wanted competition on his level. Then, this cornerstone of the WWF has been sidelined with a shoulder injury. He's the man, the myth, the coach of the Pasadena Chargers, Dwayne Gill. It was amazing.
And JR points out then the Pasadena Chargers are like a school football team.
An elementary football team. What I love is that he has an entrance video.
Yeah, and it's just him taking finishers.
Get beaten up by like, oh look,
and
he's like pointing at it.
Yeah.
And then he gets like to like the corner of the diagonal part. While he's pointing up it, he gets pyro and he's scared of it. It's so amazing. I love everything about this. That I loved it. I also loved King. I forgot to mention this. When he's the man, the myth, Dwayne Gill. King instantly. Who? It just instantly was great. Oh yeah, I loved JR's quip as he was getting down to the ring. I like how us discussing this match is longer than the actual match.
Yeah.
Where he said he spent more time on the canvas than Rembrandt.
Yeah, that was good.
Nice. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I loved his jazzy generic theme that he had. It was a good jazzy generic.
Everything about his entrance is just amazing.
It is amazing. Watch it, basically.
Yeah, just watch the entrance. You don't have to stay around for the match.
Yeah. Basically, Mick hits like 2 moves and then wins by a weird bit.
Yeah. Mankind attacks him on the apron before he gets in the ring, which is this is the first of many times that happens tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And then just hits a double arm DDT and it's over.
Yes. And then we get this nice piano music.
Yeah.
I love the two different themes. You know, the entrance and winning theme. Why don't more people do that? Because it was really cool.
It was.
Anyway, wait, are you watching the network version?
No, I had like a copy of the original airing, I think.
Ah, cool. So we'll have slight discrepancies, because I think my one was cut down quite a bit.
Okay.
Did you then go to Heat?
Heat, yeah.
Where Jacqueline attacking Sable?
Yeah.
When Mero was talking to her?
Yeah.
And then we got like a little... Wait, is that the thing where we had her talking to, what's his face?
Mr. Ring of Honor, Kevin Kelly.
Mr. Ring of Honor, Kevin Kelly, and she's angry.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've written down.
Well, she's angry.
Sable is angry.
I just wrote down she's angry.
Oh.
I went for even more concise notes. So then what do we have next? Oh, yeah. I like this match. Did you?
Yeah.
We had Jeff Jarrett with Deborah McMichael versus Al Snow with Head and Socko Hybrid. Oh, when they cut outside the arena, did you love the
Undertaker and Stone Cold?
Yeah, Stone Cold and Undertaker. And it's like really old Undertaker.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
It was great.
Yeah, outside brawling to begin.
Also note, before the match starts, there's like a really weird like sound. Like it's like a weird. There's like the sound they used to cut to the replays. It's kind of like a weird metal sound, kind of.
But like metal crashing.
Yeah.
It might be. They did have that kind of sound for the replays.
Yeah, that just played like. I think it was when like they started brawling on the floor. Like
that's what that was. I remember that. Yeah. I didn't make a note of it, but yeah, I remember that.
It was really weird.
That was really weird. I have no idea what was going on there. I thought it was maybe someone with an air horn that had like just run out of aerosol.
Maybe.
So they got like beep, and then it just ended. But yeah, they start right outside brawling. There's a reason I noted that down. We'll come back to it. I don't have much about this match, to be honest. I was gonna say I liked Al Snow's slingshot leg drop he did into the ring.
Yeah, it was good.
He does a lot of nice moves, does Al Snow.
Also note that Jeff Jarrett his stun gun and then he yelled, "I told them not to piss me off."
Yeah, that was bleeped for me. I was wondering what it was.
Which of course was Jeff Jarrett's catchphrase.
Yeah. There was some American Tennessee sports reference I didn't get. I wrote it down in case Paragon was on so I could ask him about it. It'd be like, is that a thing? I don't even know if Tennessee have a sports team. Or I don't even know what sport it was. I have no idea.
I can't remember.
Me neither. I noticed JR, he just calls Deborah a Jezebel.
Yeah, for no reason.
She's done nothing.
She's just standing there doing nothing.
He's like, what Jezebel? Standing. Then what else did we have? We had... Oh yeah, I liked Tim White. And one of the greatest things I heard, I think it was, did Deborah have like head in her hands at one point?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, give me that damn head. I about peed myself. It was so good. That was the highlight of the show for me. I think so anyway. I liked them like towards the finish of the match. Do you have anything else during the match outside of the finish, or?
They had like a nice spot where they were going back and forth with pinnings, with like pins and stuff.
Yeah, I liked that.
I thought that was really good.
I liked that too.
Really smooth.
It was good. They're good wrestlers.
They are.
Spoilers. I really liked when they had the opposite weapons at the finish. You know.
Yeah.
Jarrett had head and Snow had the acoustic equalizer.
Yes. El Kabong.
Madden. So Jarrett misses. And Snow boots head into... It's always weird just saying the word head.
Yeah.
But he boots it into Jarrett's face, then hits him with it, and then pins him. Yeah,
and Deborah doesn't even attempt to help with the pin.
Yeah, what a heel.
She just stands there watching.
What a Jezebel. She's not good, is she?
No.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. That was a pretty good match.
That match went 3 minutes and 31 seconds.
Nice. I'm glad you wrote down times.
Yeah.
You seem proper professional. So, my thing instantly cut to the next match.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
There was a tiny bit where like Al Snow was leaving and then Jeff Jarrett started celebrating for some reason.
I don't know if I remember that, but mine was a very sudden, like, to Boss Man. coming out, or Austin coming out rather.
That happens a lot during the show, though.
Yeah, it was a
Just,
bit
like,
weird.
quick cut. But like, yeah, but like Jarrett just stood there like raising his guitar in the air and like holding Deborah's hand up for some reason.
He's
And then he left.
it's probably I'll lose to Al Snow if I get to party. Hire me, Jeff, please. You follow my Twitter. I will get a job with Jeff Jarrett.
We're just gonna review shows with Jeff Jarrett on them, so you can get that in every time.
Yeah, I'll be like, Jeff, hire me, even if it's not appropriate. like right now. But anyway, back to Big Boss Man. Out he comes with trudging in his cool theme song.
He looks badass.
He does look badass. Out comes Steve Austin.
He also looks badass.
Holy shit, Steve Austin is popular.
He is.
Like, oh my god. But why is Steve Austin back in the tournament, I hear you ask, Rickety, after he was fired? I'm glad you said that question, Rickety. You see, I like if this was like a video review, I'd soft transition to like footage, but it's not. And I'm like, I should put in a soft transition now, and I'm like, I can't do that.
Star Wipe.
Anyway, oh, Star Wipe. Oh, calm down. We're not that high tech. Anyway, yes, Shane, he re-signed Austin to a 5-year not ironclad contract, but a 5-year contract, which I thought was interesting because that would run out in 2003 when Austin has his last match. I thought that is ironically quite weird. I quite like that. It is.
Works out though. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, which guarantees a title shot, which is why he's in the tournament.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it. And then Vince is like, you're not co-owner anymore, so Shane is now referee. That is important.
Yep.
Remember...
Of course, because he is refereeing the Women's Championship match later tonight.
Of course, the classic Women's Championship match.
Yes.
Right? This is why that note was important in the Jeff Jarrett Al Snow match. Outside brawling to begin.
Yep.
Bloody Al Snow, right? If Steve Austin's gonna do it, don't do it. You idiot. But anyway.
I mean, to be fair, most matches start off with outside brawling.
Yeah, but that one particularly annoyed me. Just because it's Austin and Boss Man is a much more exciting match than Jarrett and Al Snow in terms of the tournament.
I suppose.
Did you really think Al Snow was going to win?
I was hoping he would.
I was on Jarrett to win. just a different guitar every single match. It'd be money. Or he only has one and he has to tactically use it in the tournament. You know, he has, like, if he smashes it in the semi-finals, he doesn't have it in the final. Or
like after the semi-final, just cuts him in the back, like trying to glue it back together.
There's like one piece missing, so he has to leave it. It's like not effective. But anyway, back to this match. Bossman hits a really blatant low blow in front of the referee and get DQ'd.
That happens a lot tonight too.
It does happen a lot. Sometimes you can kind of get away with it, but this one was pretty bad.
Yeah.
I love the Vince McMahon picture-in-picture we'd get sometimes.
Yep, and he's like, they refer to him as the bigger boss man.
The bigger boss man, I know, that was great. Like, whenever Austin's like fighting back, people go crazy.
Yeah, they do.
Like when he's in the, I think Bossman has him in like a sleeper hold.
Yeah.
And he's getting back to his feet, folk are chanting Austin, 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 like some of the loudest you've heard. And this place isn't that full, which I noticed later on. More on the, camera side. But anyway, Bossman, he hits Austin with a nightstick, then gets DQ'd.
Yeah.
Which is bogus. And then proceeds to beat the crap out of him as Vince McMahon smiles in joy like a madman.
And the crowd continues to cheer for Austin as he's getting beaten with a nightstick.
Violently assaulted.
Violently assaulted by a corrupt police official.
/ personal bodyguard.
/ personal bodyguard.
So, we then cut back to everyone's favourite backstage interviewer.
Goatee Michael Cole.
Ah, yes, Goatee Michael Cole. Unlockable on SmackDown too.
Ooh.
Do you like how I remember that? All these years later.
I have that game.
I also have that game. It was a good game. He's with Vince. He asks Vince McMahon about Austin advancing and if he's worried about it. And then Vince laughs at him and says he clearly has a plan because he's evil.
Yeah.
He's got an evil plan. Because he's Vince McMahon and he's evil. Anything else you want to add, Rickety?
No, that was about it. I did like actually Austin shoving the referee away from him when the referee was trying to help him out.
Yeah, I quite like that too.
A lot of referee abuse in this show.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, definitely. There's one match in particular I wrote about it quite a lot.
Yeah.
So then we get the next first round match. X-Pac against straight out of Blackpool, the real man's man, Steven Regal.
Yeah.
X-Pac is our European champion. Which is cool. I liked X-Pac as European champion.
Yeah, he's good.
And I love William Regal's Real Man's Man theme.
One thing I've noted too here is that the commentators, I think, say X-Pac took a fireball to the face on Raw.
Yeah, I couldn't
really
find
confused
anything about that.
I was really confused.
I was like, you think he would be a bit more, you know? I mean, he got over it in 6 days. What's Kane moaning about? So then, yeah, I was gonna say I love William Regal's Real Man's Man theme.
It's great.
And I also love Jerry Lawler singing along at it half-heartedly.
And not knowing the lyrics.
Yeah, but he's trying. God
he's trying.
Bless him. And that's him coming straight in from WCW.
Yeah, they spell his name with a PH in...
I know, it's weird. I didn't write it in my notes that way.
It's really weird.
I like his Real Man attire of hard hat, plaid, tank top, classy, and
jean shorts.
I've written that down and then just equals money. Because obviously it does.
John Cena took a lot from the Real Man's Man character.
Hmm? Well, you know, I'm just saying, I mean, that Steven Regal has a real never give up attitude. So, did you notice, right, JR calling Regal Blackman?
No. Oh yeah, he did a few
and
times.
And Jerry correcting him about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, that made me laugh. I noticed as well, Regal got really loud Regal sucks chants.
He did, yeah.
Which is quite cool because he's literally just showing up there. I thought,
yeah,
that's quite cool.
Regal is very loud in the ring as well.
He is a very loud man. Yeah. I liked this match. Did you?
Yeah, I did.
It's quite like. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
I liked how they also had like the underlying thing where they're saying like Regal didn't like Pac being European champion.
Yeah, because he's American.
He's American, yeah.
Yeah, I like that too.
It's good. It's a good like story they can just use with the European title.
Yeah, I think they did it quite a few times with the European title. It's always a good one because it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like how you can do it with the US title. Like they've done quite a few times. I thought this was quite a good, like, traditional... This heel's like a good wrestler, but the face is his quick ninja moves. I did hand actions while doing ninja moves. X-Pac known for those educated feet. He's putting them to good use.
Yeah, I thought this was a lot like faster paced than the rest of the first round matches.
I think this might have been my favourite of the first round matches, actually.
Yeah, probably.
I wrote down there was an exact point I knew what was going to happen in the match. It's when X-Pac hit the Bronco Buster. I wrote Bronco Buster. It's going to be a draw. I could just tell the minute X-Pac did that move. I was like, it's a draw. I don't know why. Probably subconsciously, I was like, it's been going quite long. But I was like, this is a draw. This is a draw.
I was expecting it to go to a time limit.
I was thinking that too. I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
Because they then get out the ring and it's like one of the fastest count outs I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, really fast.
It's like outside the ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out. It's so fast. Then you get the weird thing where McMahon sends out Sergeant Slaughter, so we get to see Sergeant Slaughter running to the ring like he's Charles Robinson at WrestleMania. What one is that? The famous one?
24.
Is it 24? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, where he's sprinting down to the ring. Yeah. To tell them to have like sudden death overtime, and then they both just leave.
They ring the bell, and the ref starts counting as the other refs head X Pac to the back. And then Regal follows him up the ramp, and they just call a no contest.
What was the point?
Was Pac, like, legitimately injured or something?
I don't know. I don't believe so.
Yeah, I don't think he was, but it was really weird.
I can't imagine he was. I'll have a quick
seemed way too... Like, they wouldn't have been able to do that on the fly.
Yeah, it definitely seemed weird. Also, it depends if they pre-taped the Vince McMahon things, you know, reacting.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he's sending out, you know, because then you get him being angry that Austin has a bye.
Yeah.
Which I also thought was weird, because I'm like, but, you know that's what's going to happen. If it matters so much, do you restart it again?
Yeah, or just put Regal through.
Yeah, it was really weird. I didn't get what they were going for in that. I'm going to check if Pac was actually injured. I don't think he was.
I couldn't find anything when I looked.
Well, he wrestled the next night on Raw in a six-man tag, so he's probably alright.
Or just not too bad.
And then he wrestled 2 matches the day after.
Okay.
So he's probably alright.
Yeah. It was a weird ending, though.
It was quite a weird ending. I wasn't sure what was going on there. But then we get our next first round match. There were a lot of these. We get Ken Shamrock versus Goldust.
Yep.
I was quite psyched for this match because I really like Ken Shamrock and Goldust.
Ken Shamrock's great. I
love, you know, when he gets to like the bottom of the steel steps and then punches himself with both feet and then just screams.
Screams. Like my favorite like Ken Shamrock scream ever was on the episode of Raw. I think it was the one where Mankind wins the title. And at the start of the show, like the corporation are in the ring and Shawn Michaels is on the video screen. Like they're all just like talking to each other. And then you just all of a sudden hear like Ken just like screaming like Vince. And then Vince is like, "What, Ken?" He's like, "Can I break his bones?"
That's amazing. Oh god, I genuinely love Ken Shamrock. Like, I totally think he should have won the world title.
Yeah, he should have, like, even if it was just like a small...
Even if it was just he won it to then lose it the next night, I wouldn't mind, because he was amazing.
He was great.
But yeah, this is like a proper, like, good match, I thought.
Yeah, it's good back and forth.
Yeah, well, all these matches are quite back and forth, I think, in the
first
round. But I think this one's... I really liked it. I don't have too many notes. Do you have any on this?
I have...
The end?
The main one I have is just Ken Shamrock did a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah, that's always a bit scary. His Hurricane Rana wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse.
Yeah.
Well, we'll go to our finish where the ref, he blocks the Shattered Dreams. Good ref. You're not allowed to kick someone in the rude bits.
Yeah.
Because that's not very nice.
It's not on.
Exactly. And then I can't remember how, but Shamrock wins with the ankle lock.
You just they do Shattered Dreams, Ken does a Hurricane Rana, and then the belly to belly slam
and
sets up the ankle lock.
Okay, yeah. Cool. And then I just wrote down he is awesome. At the end, because I loved this match.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sort of going for the matches I tend to write less in are the ones I'm either watching a lot, so I don't take matches because I enjoy it, because I don't think it's because I enjoy them, or the ones that I hated. We'll get to the one I hated.
Okay.
Well, one and a bit I hated. I wasn't keen on one of them. Or we'll get Michael Cole backstage again.
Yeah.
Like a pointless little thing where he tells us that Austin's refused medical attention, and he says Austin will probably wrestle. Like,
but if Cole knows Austin, he will indeed be here.
Like, can you picture the two of them hanging out? like Austin and Michael Cole going hunting together.
I can imagine like Michael Cole would just be there, and like Austin would just be like using him just to do stuff for him.
What, like when the Rock used to basically bully him when he used to interview him, but like he just used them as like a table. Like he comes in to like his office. Well, imagine Steve Austin has an office. He's got his vest and he just puts his vest on. Michael Cole.
And Michael Cole's just happy to be hanging out with cool
like,
kids.
I'm friends with Steve Austin. Yay! Aww. Poor Michael Cole. I like to think his like terrible commentary now is revenge for all those years. He was like, "You laughed at that. Now I get my revenge." So now we have our final first round match. Were you excited for this match and then disappointed?
I knew what happened.
I knew what happened too. I was just wondering if you did.
Yeah,
it's The Rock versus Triple H, and that's definitely what's happening, right, Rickety?
Yeah, definitely.
100%. That's what's happening. So out comes The Rock, and Vince hates The Rock, and do you know why?
No.
Because Vince hates the people.
Ah, I see.
That's literally the justification for him hating The Rock.
Fair enough.
It sort of makes sense. He's not exactly, a fan of the people, as The Rock would word it. I loved when it was the DX theme started playing. And then we cut to the entranceway, and it's Patterson and Briscoe doing the crotch chop, and Patterson spitting the water.
Completely straight-faced. Doing the crotch chops.
Howard Finkel keeps doing the introduction for ages.
And JR and King just make fun of him.
Oh, it's so amazing. I always loved Patterson and Briscoe.
They're great.
They are amazing. But so Briscoe gets on the mic. He says, "My favourite thing that Briscoe used to do. Do you know what it is?"
Yeah.
It's good old Mr. McMahon has said to me that Mr. McMahon. I'm like, oh god, it's
he
so...
says it as much times as he possibly can as well.
I know, he totally does it on purpose. It's very funny. So the Triple H isn't here, and he's out of the tournament.
And Briscoe can find him upon his return.
Yeah, whatever he wants, and he's very happy about it.
Yeah. What is Briscoe's official position?
Gerald Briscoe.
So you can just find people.
Yeah.
With Vince's permission.
With Vince's permission, yes. Then, I just realised, did they ever actually explain who the Stooges are?
No.
I've just thought that. They never explain why these two old guys... Well, they explain who they are, but they never explain why they have any sort of power. But then, we get Patterson, who says there's going to be no forfeit.
Yeah.
Also, I'm disappointed, because he hardly pluralised anything in this, and I was very angry. Because when I get Patterson's, I want him to pluralise every word rocks. Do you know the thing he does, right? Yeah. I was really disappointed.
He does say it's not all instead of that's not all.
Yeah, but it's not quite the same as,
it was something
Stone Cold's. But there's not going to be a forfeit, and he's found a replacement. And who is it?
It's the big boss man.
It's the big boss man. He runs out. He's all like, oh.
Oh, he's so angry.
And then he gets in the ring, he runs up to Rock. Rock inside Cradle 1, 2, 3. And then Rock wins.
It's over.
In I counted it, it was 3 seconds.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I had 3. Yeah, I had 3, but it was nearly 4.
I had 3, pretty much on the 3.
Yeah.
So, if you tuned in to watch The Rock v Triple H, you got screwed, didn't you?
Yeah.
I was just looking up, Triple H didn't have a match since September. That sucks if you believe that.
Yeah.
So then, Did we get anything after that, or was it straight to the quarterfinal? I think it was just...
There was some Lawler and JR talking.
Yeah, looking at the bracket and that.
Yeah, and Lawler messed up his brackets.
Because Austin has a bye.
Yeah.
They'll mention that a lot.
They will.
So then we have, as a quarterfinal match, Undertaker versus Kane.
Yeah.
And they both got byes in the first round because they should... Well, one of them should, in theory, be the champ, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Storyline. Also, they did it in the WrestleMania 4 tournament. Consistency.
Yay.
Yay. Not
Taker's...
that they did that in this one.
No.
In the new one.
No.
Poor Roman has to actually compete in the tournament. I've just noted here, when Undertaker comes out, this is my favourite Undertaker film. It's so amazing,
it's great. It's so good.
It's so good. Also, this is the arena Kane debuted in.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It was cool.
I was like, oh, that's quite cool. I would have liked if he won. No. And they also mentioned that now Kane doesn't have Paul Bearer. He has no guidance and no mentor. This is important. There's several things on commentary where you're like, this is important for the night.
They also mentioned that Taker and Bearer were separated, but they're now happily back together.
I know, I thought that was so funny. like they're an old married couple. I thought that was great. I got quite a good laugh out of that. So, it's basically loads of brawling.
Yeah.
All the matches in this round are 15 minutes. So you know it's getting real when you add in that extra 5 minutes.
And none of the matches came close to that time limit either. I'm
not surprised. Do you have any notes about any particular spots? There's quite a few I have.
I have one thing where JR said, where he said he would pass an officiate in this match, but he wouldn't mind refereeing the women's title match later.
Yeah, that was a bit weird.
It was.
For JR. It sounds like more of a King thing.
Yeah. I liked Taker working over Kane's knee.
I liked there's one part, it was quite early in the match, where Kane bounced off the rope and went for a huge elbow drop.
Oh yeah, he got...
Taker sat up out of it towards Kane. It looked really cool.
It did. And then Kane got some really high on that as well.
I know, I was really impressed. I also loved, this is when I noted it, were you saying about ref abuse? Whenever Taker looks at Jack Jones, the referee, he runs away, and one time he gets out of the ring, he's terrified of him.
There's a bit there too where Taker has Kane in a submission, and Kane pulls at the referee to try and get leverage. The referee almost falls over.
Yeah. There was a part I liked when Paul Bearer is I can't remember what Kane does. I don't think it's a choke slam, but at one point he doesn't get up to distract him. It's just before that he yells Kane to get his attention, and Jack Doan tails him off. He's like, "Don't do that, Paul." And goes back to the match. I just thought it was quite funny to see a referee having the rules. And then in the end we get the big double choke slam where each guy's got the other one by the throat.
Yeah.
And then is it Kane that hits it? But then
Kane hits it and then he signals for the tombstone and Bearer distracts him.
Yeah, and then Taker hits his tombstone and Bearer holds down the leg for the free.
Yeah.
So Undertaker advances. Woo. Anything you want to say about it?
Well, the camera's on the brackets after the match. The commentators mention Kane lays out the referee, but we don't see it.
Oh, poor Jack Doan. What rough night he has.
And then as Mankind comes out, he passes
him being helped out. I forgot that. I meant to make a note of that. Really, I was like, oh my god, the poor guy.
And I've noted out, we're getting closer to the dream. Al Snow, WWF champion.
Oh. Well, some dreams are made to be shattered. Nah. There's no Goldust, bro.
No. That would have been really good if he was wrestling Goldust.
I would love to see Mankind versus Goldust. Or indeed Al Snow versus Goldust. Both of those matches almost certainly happened. I need to look them up. Anyway, yeah, right at the beginning, right close to the beginning of this match, Al Snow uses a chair and doesn't get DQ'd. Right, yes, it's Mankind versus Al Snow in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. And of course, this match starts with Al Snow attacking Mankind before the bell. During the replay.
And what is up with that weird, like, senton thing he did? He's like, he gets on the barrier at one point.
Yeah.
Or is this in the match before? And he does, like, a front flip.
That was in the match before.
Why does he do that?
I don't know.
I just remembered it because I was like, Jesus Christ.
In this match, there was a spot where he, like, he went into the crowd and then he got up on the barricade and he did, like, he just jumped off and Mankind caught him.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now. That's probably the bit I was thinking of.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Al Snow's a bit weird at times.
Yeah.
Like, he kind of does, like, cool moves and stuff, but he doesn't seem to do them in any sort of logical way. Which sort of makes sense, because he's meant to be mad, but,
yeah,
you know, there's being mad and there's being too mad. And we discover the grand conspiracy. The great conspiracy at the heart of this pay-per-view in this match is that Mr. McMahon stole Socko. He wrapped it around head to frame Al Snow. What an evil, evil man. Evil man. So when Mankind eventually finds Socko, he rips it off head and everyone goes crazy.
And he attacks head.
Yeah, that was my next note, is when he starts, he like has head, like he has him in a headlock, and then proceeds to punch him multiple times. And then, what happens after that? Is it just straight to the finish after that, or is there other wackiness?
Yeah. Snow takes the advantage, Foley hits a clothesline, then... Well, yeah, Mankind is talking his hand the entire time.
Yeah, I like that, he never lets go. It's like he got his friend back, he's never letting go.
Snow does that sit-out spinebuster thing.
Oh, I do like that move.
Yeah. He does that, and then double arm DDT and the mandible claw.
For the
Gets the win in 3:55.
Oh god, your times! I'm so impressed. I just wrote Foley, despite being the heel pick to go through, is like really popular.
He is. And after the match, he talks to Socko.
Remember that. Not him talking to Socko, the fact he's popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we've got our next quarterfinal match. We've got The Rock against Ken Shamrock. And
these two were the finalists in King of the Ring that year as well, but they don't mention that.
Yes, and they feuded over the Intercontinental title too.
Yeah.
Which I actually really like that feud. And that match.
That's good. That's good.
You know, the one at WrestleMania 14.
Yep.
That's a good match. Anyway.
I also noted as well, as Rock came out, he like winced. For some reason.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, was that when he was doing his pec shuffle thing?
No, it was like right as he stepped out.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah, for some reason he winced. Like, he hadn't even wrestled yet, really.
Maybe it's to show his disgust for the people. Foreshadowing!
Was Ken Shamrock in the corporation at this time, or?
Yes, we'll get to that.
Okay.
I've got like a thing where we're going to sum up at the end, where I'm going to explain some stuff and why this show is so good.
Okay.
So, I like that Jerry mentions the old Rocky sucks chant at one point in this match.
Yeah.
When folk are chanting, Shamrock sucks.
Really loudly.
That fact is important. There are a lot of important things in this pay-per-view. There are.
Yeah, there is.
Do you want to talk us through the match, or do you want me to do it, or?
Okay, I'll do it.
Okay.
So at the start, Shamrock tries to rush Rock with strikes, which was his strategy in the opening match, and they point out his UFC stuff and all that.
I like them bringing that up, and like
yeah, it was good.
JR saying, you know, did he win the Intercontinental title tournament?
I think he did.
Yeah, because like it was quite good pointing out that he's won lots of tournaments before, so he stands a good chance of winning that one. I like that.
Yeah,
I thought that was quite cool. Yeah, okay, keep going.
And then Shamrock hits a snap suplex and floats over. That looked really smooth. They go out to the floor. Rock spits soda in Shamrock's face. Shamrock throws him into the steps really hard, and that happens a lot tonight as well.
Yeah, that does happen a lot tonight. There's a lot of
There's a
stairs.
there's a chin lock spot. Bossman makes his way down to ringside. Rock fights back. Shamrock hits a much cleaner Hurricane Rana this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he armbars Rock down to the mat and gets him into the ankle lock. And Shamrock actually breaks up one when Rock gets to the ropes.
I know. I noted that too because that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it was a bit weird. It's I at least think he'd hold on for a little bit. He breaks pretty much straight away. Like.
That you was basically when he had it on, he was like insane.
He just goes crazy.
I was gonna say there's one bit you didn't mention. You know when they were at the announce desk?
Yeah.
I loved. I can't mind. I think it was I can't mind who threw who into it, but it was just Jerry screamed, "Ah, a crowd!" It was like amazing. I was like, awesome. I always sort of forget how great Jerry is on commentary back in the day.
Yeah.
But he's
he has some really good stuff.
Anyway, yeah, Bossman's down at ringside.
Yeah.
After
they do the
rope break, yeah. That's where we were, the rope break on the ankle.
The rope break, and they do a double clothesline spot.
Mm-hmm.
They both go down, Rock hits a float over DDT, he goes to the people's elbow. Bossman comes up, so Rock kicks him in the dick. That's what I have. People's elbow for 2. Rock bottom attempt is blocked by a slam from Shamrock. Bossman throws the nightstick into the ring, and Rock flawlessly intercepts it.
He does. It's a really good catch.
Really good catch, and hits Shamrock with it, and he wins in 8:20.
I see you in your times. I'm so impressed. You've done like more of a breakdown. I've just done spots that interested me. So if
I did breakdowns for some matches, but then some matches I just got bored of doing it.
Okay, fair enough. I would have written it down match by match, but I was writing it by, with hand, by pen, and I was like, I'm not writing that down for some of these matches. Speaking of matches, I'm not going to write down every spot for.
But first, you have Michael Cole in the back with Paul Bearer.
Oh, I forgot about that. I didn't write anything about that.
I just have Cole's with Paul Bearer asking about Taker versus Rock. Taker only likes granite Rock.
And then I've forgotten about the cold slab of granite.
Yeah, I've noted granite isn't even the best igneous rock. So he's obviously wrong there.
Thanks for... what is the best igneous rock then?
Well, you have the basalt.
Mm-hmm.
Basalt's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay.
That was igneous rocks facts. It's going to become a regular section of all Team Nice Things in the future. So then, next match, we've got Sable versus Jacqueline, champion, with Mark Mero for the women's title.
This Mark Mero Sable feud went on forever.
It's women's.
Yeah.
And yes, it did. Sable, to be fair, gets a huge cheer.
She does.
People like her.
Yeah.
For some reason.
And Shane McMahon is
the referee.
Referee for this match. And again, Jacqueline jumps her before the bell.
Does she? Because my notes are very short.
Yeah.
You go over it and I'll tell you my notes at the end.
Okay, I'll read out mine line per line. Jackie jumps her before the bell. Sable does a kick. Sable does a god-awful TKO. Miro pulls her out of the ring. Sable kicks him. Sable does a Sable bomb. Miro looks mildly uncomfortable. Jacqueline throws Sable back in. Jackie has Sable's extensions on or something. Jacqueline chokes Sable out. Jacqueline kicks her. Teases a Sable bomb. Sable does a back body drop. Jackie goes for the trainer DDT. Sable pushes her. And Sable does a slightly better Sable bomb than before for the tree. And the crowd love it.
I like how you wrote all that detail, right? I wrote, this is for the entirety of the match, entrances and all.
Okay.
Huge Sable pop. Shane is ref. Sable attacks Mero. Sable wins with Sable bomb. I don't mention the women's champion once in my notes. This was a good match.
Did you see how awful Sable's TKO was, though?
Did you see how awful most of the stuff Sable did was?
Yeah, the Sable bomb on Miro, terrible. which is
the
fair
one with
enough.
Jacqueline wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good.
No.
So then we've got our first semi-final. I'm not missing over some Michael Cole sections, am I?
No, but Mankind comes out really quickly. Like,
he does.
I don't know how they got out of there that quick.
I know it is like a weird. See, that's what's making me think it was edits. It's like Sable and Mark Mero and Jacqueline like vaporized.
I think mine was a live recording though, because it didn't I had like static and stuff on it.
That is weird.
Bits. Yeah.
Because I was watching the network when I thought they maybe edited it down. But I don't know. So, do you want to run down the match, or do you want me to do it, or what?
You can do this one.
Oh god, this is where my lackluster notes show through, and you're going to be like, "Oh, actually, you missed out 10 minutes of the match."
The one thing I've noted actually from the entrances was that there was a really cool camera shot for Austin's entrance. Where, like the camera started off with a flame that kind of like panned around to the skull.
Yes, I like that too.
It was really cool.
That was cool. We start with brawling because
Austin also jumps in before the bell.
Because why not? Everyone else is doing it. It's fashion. Brawl around outside for quite a bit.
Also, Austin strips Mankind's tux jacket and shoes off.
Yes, I like that. I've made a note about how he, like the transformation that happens as you go through the show. I think it's quite a good one.
It's pretty cool.
I don't have that many notes on this actually. We do have Vince and the posse come out. This is where the posse show up. Not the Mean Street Posse, I mean the Stooges and Slaughter. I do love when Austin goes for the stunner. And Foley like shoves him away.
Yeah.
Rolls out the ring. Runs all the way up the ramp.
Just runs away.
And he's like, nope, I'm not going back.
Like Pat and Briscoe have to like go and hug him.
Like, they're basically dragging him back, and then Austin runs up, and then like the double noggin knocker.
Yeah.
He does that with Foley's head in the middle. With the two of them, I thought that was great. I just made a note that I do like the brawling in this show. It was actually quite good. Well, in this match in particular.
They went into the crowd as well, which happens a fair bit. Yes,
that too. That does happen quite a bit. I've forgotten about how many times that was in it.
And the other thing I've noted too is as Austin sends Mankind back over after they've been in there, his head like collides with the steps.
Yeah, oh, that wasn't nice.
No.
That looked like it really sucked.
Yeah, it did.
We're going that. I've not got anything to Austin kicking the chair into Foley. How soon is that? Or have I skipped a massive bit because I started watching the show?
No, it's just a chin lock.
Oh, I missed the chin lock. What a shame.
Yeah. And they had another double clothesline spot as well.
Nothing much.
No.
So Foley gets a chair and Austin kicks it into him so he doesn't get DQ'd. Clever. Yeah. But Foley hits the double arm DDT because the referee's not gonna DQ him because Vince wants him to win.
Yeah, smart.
Storytelling.
But Austin kicks out of Mick Foley's new finisher.
Too.
Onto a chair.
Onto a chair. But after you say that, but after that I instantly wrote down awesome match.
It was good, but that annoyed me a little bit.
I do like the match, bro.
Yeah, it was good.
Then, Austin hits the stunner, goes for a pin.
He hits the stunner on the chair.
I know, right? He lands ass first on the chair. That's about to suck. But then, this is one of the most amazing things I've seen. Mr. McMahon gets out of his Ironside wheelchair, and he, like a panther, lunges into the ring to grab this referee. It's amazing. He's like, whoosh, it's the fastest I've seen him move in my life.
And Mankind gets up, and his pants are around his ankles.
Yes.
He was wearing tights underneath the entire time.
Yeah, he was wearing his gear under the tuxedo. I thought that was great. Let's see what happens after that. Yes, we then get Vince decks the referee because why not? And who comes out for the next ref? It's Shane O'Mac.
It's Shane.
Austin hits another stunner. Shane counts the pin. 1, 2, And then he stops. Dun dun dun. Because... Rickety?
He is evil.
Because he was a bad man all along. And he...
Why does he stop his count? Yeah, he flips Austin off. I was about to say that. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yes. And then Gerald Briscoe hits a terrible chair shot on Austin, and that renders him unconscious for a free count.
While Sergeant Slaughter, like, carefully holds Austin back. Like, he's really not putting any effort into it.
And Foley pins him and gets the free.
Yeah.
Not even like a fast free, like a proper free.
Yeah.
And then Vince McMahon and co run away.
Vince skips away.
Yeah, through the crowd as well. I like it like they're a bunch of crooks.
Yeah.
Making
and Bossman also showed up at some point.
I think he came out with Vince and his posse, didn't he? Or did he come out separately?
I didn't see him coming out with the rest of them.
He maybe snuck out. Bossman, by the way, definitely earning his pay-per-view paycheck in this show.
Yeah. Yeah.
I noticed that a guy actually threw trash at the McMahons as they were running
away.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Which I thought was quite cool. Now, I always like if you're that level of bad. Or like, you know, evil.
Yeah.
Not bad. I noticed JR getting the first of many Screwed in Montreal and Survivor Series references in for Austin being screwed. That is important.
It may have implications.
Implications.
Possibly.
Maybe. Then the McMahons, they flee to their limo and they drive off. Austin steals a car from a guy.
Pulls him out of a car and throws him into the car beside it.
And then drives off after Vince. Because that's okay, apparently.
JR says everyone watching this show got screwed.
Thanks for your $40. So, then we get our other semi-final match.
Yep.
I don't have many notes. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, okay. I have at the start Taker and Bearer out with a lot of smoke.
I noticed that.
And Taker jumps Rock before the bell.
Really?
Yeah.
What a change of pace.
They go to the floor fairly quick. Taker throws Rock into the steps. Taker chases the referee off. Again.
I love it.
After some they go back in the ring, then they go back out to the floor after a bit. Taker Taker gets smashed into the table, and then Rock goes back to the soda. He just takes a drink out of it.
He's thirsty.
He clotheslines Taker into the crowd. And Taker throws him back out again. They go back into the ring. And while Taker chases the ref off, Paul Bearer hits Rock with his shoe. And JR made a joke about him being fired. I can't remember what it was about himself. It was something like Lawler was talking about Mr. McMahon's house, and then JR was like, "Oh, I've never been in that part of the house. I was always somewhere else when I was getting fired."
I honestly can't mind that, but
and
I did kind of zone out in this match a bit.
Taker misses a move in the corner. They trade blows. Samoan drop takes both of them down. Bossman comes back out. Rock hits a DDT. He tells Bearer to suck his dick.
Is that also when he calls him fat? And just like a big fat thing at him. Like, you know, you've got your fat pose. I thought that was funny. He also does like the Taker sit up just before it.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
And Hebner was distracted, according to JR, by how hideous Paul Bearer is. And Rock low blows Taker. Bossman tries to trip him on the people's elbow. The distraction allows Taker to take advantage. Undertaker knocks Bossman off the apron. Kane comes down. And then Taker throws Rock to Kane. And Kane chokeslams him. And Taker floors the referee. And it's a DQ. Kane takes Taker out and they brawl through the crowd into the back.
Yes,
Rock's through to the final.
I specifically wrote that it was a brawl to the back. Because why not? This does make sense. I will explain later on. It all makes sense, Rickety.
Okay.
It all makes sense. Just
Did you get the Did you get the bit after the match with the Nestle blimp?
No, was it just like a shot of it and them saying they want to be thank their friends Nestle?
Yeah, no, JR said he was glad to be associated with such a lovely high-class organization.
Yeah, what was that about? I feel like it was like a dig at like WCW for something, but I don't remember them being sponsored by anyone bad.
Yeah.
I mean, their
Plus
pay-per-view...
Nestle aren't exactly the most
I know.
good company either.
Shh. What got me was, is it meant to be a thing because Halloween Havoc was sponsored by Snickers?
It could be, because that would have been
But
close enough to this show.
yeah, that's like the month before. It's a bit of a oblique reference.
Yeah.
But anyway, we then cut backstage to Mankind.
In a cardigan.
With the cool. I just wrote, I love the cardigan. It's so amazing. It's money, and it's why Vince McMahon should make him the corporate champ.
It is. And
then he finishes his promo on "If you smell what the sock is cooking," and I freaked out. It's like some weird look into the future. like I don't know why. I feel like Mick Foley and The Rock would make a really good tag team someday.
Yeah, could be good.
They should go for that. So then we have our tag team championship match. I didn't like this match.
I didn't either.
Oh, I thought it was terrible. It's the New Age Outlaws.
Such a mess. Against
the Headbangers, which instantly put me off it. The minute I see the Headbangers, I'm like, oh god, go away. Especially Mosh. I know that sounds weird, that I have a specific headbanger I don't like, but Mosh is shit, and he was really shit in this match. And then Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown.
And did you see they played before the match? They had for two things I've noted during the entrances, actually three. There was a massive New Age Outlaws sign.
I loved that sign. Huge. That was amazing.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
It showed the three teams getting involved in a brawl, so it was like New Age Outlaws were cutting a promo, the Headbangers attacked them, then Mark and D'Lo just happened to show up.
I thought that was funny. They were just like, oh, look at this is candy.
And then the last thing I have is JR says Mark's two biggest claims to fame are his Olympic appearance and the sexual harassment lawsuit he's filing against China.
By the way, I love their jazzy version of the Nation of Domination.
Yeah.
I always liked that, how the Nation theme became the Rock's theme and how it's mutated over time.
Yeah.
It's one song just changed slightly every time. It's quite cool, I've always thought.
And the other thing I have too, Billy Gunn and D'Lo fight before the bell.
What a surprise. Did you notice that the outlaw rule is in effect?
Yeah.
WWE, you need to remember your stuff. You didn't do that at a pay-per-view where you had a 4-way tag title match recently, and I was proper angry.
That was annoying.
I think it was it the New Day tried to pin each other? It was someone, and I was...
It was New Day, yeah.
Really angry.
That rule is, just the rule where you could pin your partner is the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, because they won tag titles doing that. You're like...
Yeah.
No!
And, they never make it clear either that it's one of those, they always get confused with the rules for these things. They never specify if it's going to be, 2 people in the ring at once or 3 people in.
Yeah, this one was free, but then you could be in the ring with your own tag partner.
Yeah.
Which, why didn't you beat up someone, throw him to the corner where your partner is, your partner tags in, you then both stay in the ring and beat down the other person 2-on-1 for the whole match and then win?
That's the problem with, the WWE rules for this stuff.
Just make it like a tornado thing. I mean, it basically was. To explain one of the reasons I hate Mosh, there's a few notes here that just about me disliking Mosh. At one point, he does a big dive outside the ring.
Yeah.
And Thrasher goes to give him a high 10, and Mosh just walks past him and leaves him hanging. And then Thrasher just awkwardly gets back on the apron. I was like, oh, you poor guy. There's also, it really annoys me when it's the 3 of them in the ring at once.
Yeah.
And Mosh is the one that isn't doing something. He just stands. He just stands in the corner. and he looks like if you were standing in your kitchen waiting for your microwave to finish. He's just that stand of I need to stand here. It's
The thing I've noted,
terrible.
the thing I've noted in this match was JR was like started giving out about the refereeing.
Yeah.
For like the rest of the show from here on.
I don't know why he suddenly turned on the referees.
Yeah.
But oh god.
The other thing I've noticed too is Billy Gunn tries to come in like without getting tagged in while Road Dogg's getting beaten up because most of this match is just
Road Dogg gets beaten up. Yeah.
Yeah. And then referee doesn't let him get in. Billy Gunn just like screams "You suck" at him, and then the crowd pop.
That was great. Yeah, so basically that nothing particularly happens. Road Dogg eventually tags him. Billy Gunn, he hits a pile driver and wins.
The other thing I've noticed too, when Billy eventually gets the hot tag, he comes in, he just he like takes everyone out. And then he takes a sky high from D'Lo, and Road Dogg runs right past the pin to knock Mark Henry off the apron.
Fantastic. I didn't notice that. I was probably zoned out by that point. I did like I think it was JR who said it was a very unique matchup.
Yeah, which is JR speak for this is awful.
Yeah.
After the match too, after the match written down is that was rough. Billy moons the camera. That was also rough.
I really didn't need that. The Billy moon. So then we're on to our main event. Or did I miss something?
There's just a replay of the
matches before.
Austin stuff.
Yeah, there's a replay of the Austin stuff.
That's about it.
So, out comes Mankind, fully transformed. He's not in his suit anymore. He doesn't have his hair tied up. He's in his brown pants with the brown boots and the white shirt.
Yeah.
This is important.
Did you get JR saying talking about Mankind and saying how his brains have been scrambled and all that?
Yeah, that was actually in the match. I didn't like that.
Really uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's a lot of things like that in old Attitude Era stuff where you're like,
yeah.
Oh god, don't say that. What was the other note? Yeah, I had a note about that in the Mankind Undertaker match. Or sorry, the Undertaker Rock match.
Yeah.
Mankind Undertaker is a different show. He says Mankind is the village idiot.
Jesus.
And he says it quite a few times. I'm like, Jesus, you're like, this is meant to be a guy who's has a genuine psychosis, basically.
Yeah.
Not a luchador. And you're like, don't.
He has a little psychosis in his pocket.
He has a mini psychosis in his pocket. But yeah, as Mankind is coming out, we cut backstage, and what do we cut backstage to? It's only Vince and Shane and Bossman. And I like how they send Bossman away.
He has a little bag with him.
I like how we get to say goodbye to him. Also, I like how he has a little bag with him, but he still wears the same outfit as he's leaving.
He's going to work.
So he doesn't change. That's just his day-to-day clothes.
Yeah, he's on his way to work.
But that is his work.
But he's a policeman as well.
No, at this point, he's just Vince McMahon's private security guard.
Maybe he has other clients.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. I assumed Vince was paying him enough to be exclusive. I mean, have you seen how often he was on this pay-per-view? I just like it because we got to say goodbye to him after he was in it that much.
Yeah.
It was nice to get a nice bit of closure. I also liked Jerry's amazing WCW burn.
Was it?
Was that is that before The Rock came out? I think this was when The Rock was coming out. That you'll get to see all of this pay-per-view. Did you get that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Halloween Havoc thing.
Yeah. That was that year though, was it?
Yeah, that was the month before. I'll explain it for folk who don't know about the Halloween Havoc thing. WCW, their big main event match, well, their two main events are Hulk Hogan versus the Ultimate Warrior, the rematch everyone wanted.
Oh God.
Which is one of the worst matches ever. And DDP versus Goldberg, which is one of the best WCW matches ever. So the pay-per-view was going, and in quite a few regions, I think it was just before the Hogan Warrior matches end, pay-per-view shuts off. You don't get to see the main event. And this is like a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah, like they went overtime. They never told the
companies
that
were doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they gave it away on free TV, which I suppose is the best solution you can do. But then they also put the Hogan Warrior match on free TV, which I think is just mean.
Yeah.
You could have just put the good match there. Yeah, so we have Earl Hebner as our referee.
Yep.
This is important. I told you a lot of things were important. Do you want to break down the match bit by bit, or do you want me to do it?
I don't mind.
You do it.
Okay.
You need to step up your game.
They quickly go to the floor and then up the ramp. Mankind throws Rock at the steps and then climbs up on his back.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the ring, Vince and Shane come down to ringside during a long chin lock.
Yeah,
Rock hits
a long chin lock.
Yeah, it was pretty long. That happens a lot as well tonight.
Mm-hmm.
At least there was no before the bell brawling in this match though.
Yes, that was true.
That was good. They go back to the floor. Rock suplexes him on the floor, and King proclaims Vince's recovery as a miracle.
Yes, I like that. King is
Rock,
like a great heel, like cheerman.
Where
it's like, no matter what heinous evil thing they do, they're always right. No matter how heinous.
I also note that JR got like really anti-Mankind in this match for some reason.
Because he's the corporate pick.
But he wasn't really for the rest of the match, for the rest of the show though. Like, he was saying like that he was being tricked into it and stuff, and then this match...
I know, it was a bit weird.
He was going like full on against him.
Yeah, but maybe he just wants the Rock to win.
Maybe.
You don't know.
He's one of the people.
Nice. I was gonna say, this is... But then Foley gets a chair.
There was a little bit...
Is there a little bit before the chair?
Where they went into the crowd. Like,
oh yeah,
Rock back suplexed them onto the barricade.
Yes, I remember that now.
They go into the crowd and Rock hits him with some bins.
Yes.
And then he drops him back over the barricade.
Mm-hmm.
They go back into the ring, Cactus clothesline back to the floor, Mankind gets a chair.
Yes, this is the bit I liked. He hits Rock with the chair.
Yeah.
Then he breaks the referee's count. Which just made me laugh so much. Like, what an asshole. But anyway, yeah, keep going.
Mankind gets the stairs up. Rock hits him with the chair while he has the stairs like over his head, so he falls back with the stairs on top of him. Rock starts hitting the stairs with the chair.
I love that spot when he's like, got the stairs on top of him and he's just like slamming the chair into them over and over and over again. It's really cool.
It was really good. Then Rock hits Mankind. JR goes on about brain cells dying for like a minute.
Yes, I didn't like that.
It was uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. Mankind does his elbow drop off the apron.
Mm-hmm.
Hits Rock's face off the table, uses the cover as a weapon, which I liked.
I like that too.
And then they go up on the table, they brawl. Mankind leg drops Rock and it doesn't break. I'm not sure if it was meant to.
What part was that?
When he like leg drops him. When they're on the table.
Sure about that. I was gonna say there's one thing just before he hits the diving elbow. Mankind.
Yeah.
JR goes, Earl Hebner, the best referee in the business. And I was like, you liar. I was like, wow. I got quite a good laugh out of that comment. I thought that was good. But anyway, back to the actual match.
I think they go in and out a few times. Mankind throws him back over. He jumps from the middle rope and goes through the Spanish announce table.
Oh yeah, that was
It looked rough.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Let's mute for a sec.
Okay, I thought you'd lost your place. After that, he rolls him back into the ring, doesn't he? And then he goes for the people's elbow.
I also noted Shane was laughing.
Yes, I do think that the McMahons are always good at oh yeah, where he goes, is that where he goes like mankind's crazy or mankind's sick?
Yeah.
You're like, that's your guy. Well,
I don't think Shane knew what was happening.
This is important.
Rock body slams him when they go back in the ring. Hits the people's elbow for 2. Double arm DDT. Mr. Socko comes out. Gets the mandible claw in.
Did you see him crying when he had the mandible claw in?
No.
Where like JR mentions that he's almost in tears.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, like Foley, to me he looked like he was crying, and if he wasn't, he was about to cry. It was like a genuine, amazing, like, that's actually pretty cool.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, he's like, his face is like, he looks like he's about to cry. I really like that moment. Anyway,
That's cool.
What comes after that again?
So they do the thing where the ref checks the arm.
Yes, and then
See if he's passed out. Rock pulls it
they
up
miss
right
it on
the
the
tree.
camera, which annoys me. They miss his arm not dropping because they're at a weird angle. That annoyed me.
He pulls Mick's hand out of his mouth, hits the rock bottom. Rock looks on the sharpshooter, and Vince calls for the bell.
Bah! It was a
screw job. Who saw it coming?
This is important.
The crowd don't seem to realise what happened.
Yeah, the crowd don't seem to realise for a while. And then we get the big group hug.
I did like how the cheers got, like, quieter every time they did it.
Like, every time, like, The Rock did something, they were all kind of like, oh, actually. Like, as more people realised that The Rock wasn't nice anymore. I thought
Even
that was
when he
quite fun.
says after the match he wants the crowd to kiss his ass, they still cheer.
I know, I thought that was funny. I love JR's commentary after the screw happens.
Yeah.
Because he is like, I'm like you're genuinely concerned, like, JR, calm down.
It's not real.
It's like, it's not real. Wrestling's a work. Yeah, he is like genuinely properly angry. It was good for. It really adds to it, I think. And Vince gets the mic. Oh, I love when Vince cuts his little "you all suck" promo, basically.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what he says, like, you wouldn't believe it, but seeing is believing. I quite like that. It's
yeah,
a nice
good
line. And of course, Vince McMahon didn't screw the people. The people screwed the people. Because if you don't get it, it's a Bret Hart thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how he randomly just brings up the fact he screwed Austin too. He's just like, remember how I did that too? I'm bad. I've forgotten what the Rock says and what Shane say.
The Rock said, like, I think he said he'd rather be the people's ass than the corporate champ. And then he says, like, he wants the whole crowd to kiss his ass.
Yes, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
I can remember Shane's, like, I said I was being more like you, Dad, and he meant it because he was being rebellious and strong-headed, but actually Swerve, no, he's actually just like a mini Vince.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a point where JR made something like a comment like that, where he said it's like Napoleon and mini Napoleon?
Didn't hear that.
That was great. I should have written that down.
It's amazing.
That. I love when Mick cuts his thing after the match.
Yeah, he calls Vince Dad, and he says...
I love when he calls Vince Dad.
Yeah.
It's so amazing. You're like,
God.
He
just literally thinks of Vince as his dad.
Yeah, and he's like, it's just the way when he's like, I don't get it, Dad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I think a lot of people didn't get it.
Didn't he used to call someone else, like, Mommy as well?
It was Goldust was Mommy.
Yeah,
for
and
a
like
while back in the day.
Paul Bearer was like Uncle Paul.
I think he was Uncle Paul. I remember that now.
He has a whole family.
Calling Shane like his brother a few times, and every time he did it, Shane would like cringe. I do love Vince's cringe whenever Mankind's nice to him face. It's just like a face of, ugh.
Yeah. He's like, I don't understand what happened, and Vince is like, well, understand this. And Rock hits him with the belt.
And then The Rock beats the shit out of him.
And Rock is proclaimed as the new corporate champion.
Yes, the minute he starts beating up Foley, folks start chanting for Austin.
Yeah.
Like, the second the belt hits Foley's head, it's Austin, 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 Austin,
Yeah.
Austin, Austin, because it's gonna happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know why I wrote down, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Oh, yeah! Because that theme, his theme starts playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's, do you smell what The Rock is cooking? Yeah, and it stinks. That is amazing. If JR came up with that on the fly, that was amazing. And if he came up with it and saved it for like 7 months, fair enough. Because it was good.
It's a good line.
It's a great line. Then, who comes out Rickety?
Is it Stone Cold Steve Austin?
It's only Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh.
What's he do?
How did he get back so quick?
Because he's Steve Austin. He has a brawl with The Rock.
Vince and Shane leg it.
Yeah, Vince and Shane, they're gone. And then he stunners Foley too, and then celebrates. I was like,
yeah,
that last one was a bit mean.
I didn't like that, really.
I didn't like that either.
I didn't like him coming out that much at all.
I can get why they did it, but I don't like them doing it.
Yeah. Like, they should have just left it with Rock.
And then you get that, like, weird replay of the image of the three of them celebrating. Like, at the end. I thought that was quite strange. Why not just have that as the end?
Yeah, it didn't make much sense. Even, like, they could have just done that as a dark segment, even.
Yeah, it sort of seems like one, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, now it's time for our match of the night and our MVP. Rickety?
Ooh.
You first,
what
was your
my match of the night? I had The Rock versus Mankind.
Ah, controversial. I'm going to be controversial.
Ooh.
I'm not picking The Rock versus Mankind. Because I thought you'd pick that match and I wanted to pick a different one. So I picked another match I really liked on the show, and the two that I consider the best on the show, and I picked Mankind versus Austin. Because I really liked that match.
That was a really good match too.
Yes. So, who was your MVP, and was it the same as my guy? Because
Mankind.
It was also Mankind for me.
Yeah.
He was
just
great.
Yeah, you just had a really good night.
He, like, all his matches in their own way were enjoyable. Even the Dwayne Gill match.
Yeah.
But especially the Dwayne Gill match. I love that match.
Yeah, that's really good.
So, part of the reason I wanted to do this, like, as a review, is I actually think this pay-per-view is great. Like, I think the swerve in it makes perfect sense when you look back on it retroactively.
The thing I liked was, when you look at the brackets at first, it looks like it's set up for Mankind, but, like, you can also see why The Rock would be, like, have an advantage in it.
Yeah, I do like I say, I like how when you actually, like, looking back on it now and knowing how things turn out, it all actually perfectly makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you've got Bossman loses quickly by a roll-up because, you know, Rock wants to win.
Yeah.
You know, he's been told Rock's going to win. You then have the match where Shamrock, he accidentally throws the nightstick to the guy that used to play American football who catches it perfectly.
Yeah.
Then you've got the Undertaker match. Kane, who doesn't have a mentor, if only he could find a father figure, sort of a older man who maybe ran the company in some sort of fashion. If only he would come out and father Kane. He comes out, he attacks Undertaker, well, he attacks Rock, so then Rock advances, and then in the final it's the screw job. It all makes sense. It's a great pay-per-view and I love it.
It is.
I love this show. That's why I wanted to do it. So did you enjoy it, Rickety?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. The first round matches were a little bit slow, but
I didn't think they were too bad. I thought they were like decent matches for like an episode of Raw.
Yeah, they would have been like decent like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was short matches, but they kind of had to.
Yeah, well, with the time limit thing
Yeah,
as well. Well,
yeah, they had to. They kind of
time
had to
limits
be
in
short
wrestling, you
matches.
don't really stick to, but
Yeah.
I also quite like. I also think they did something quite clever by giving Austin the bye, because
Yeah.
usually in title tournaments, you'd look at that, first round, and you'd go, well, it's obviously going to be Mankind and Rock in the final because they had the shortest matches. They had like 3-second matches, so they can have longer matches later on. But Austin then skips a match, so he might be in the final.
Plus, it's normally like the heel that gets the buys, and it's like interesting seeing something like that
I thought
happen.
that was interesting too. I liked it. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's my go-to excuse if anyone's ever like, oh, Vince Russo never did anything good. Like, he did this. This is all him. It was good. It's probably the best thing he's ever done.
Probably.
So, it's a bit of a biased one to pick, but it was good. I really enjoyed it. So, Rickety, any closing thoughts before we call her an end?
Don't know anything else really.
The first ever Team Nice sort of review thing.
No, I don't have anything else really.
Do you have any suggestions for the next one that you want to share with the audience, so we end up having to do them?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to commit to something like that.
Okay, fair enough. Me neither. I just wanted to give you the opportunity if you wanted to be the spoiler.
Fair enough.
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you did, and it might become a semi-regular thing. Woo! Semi-regular.
Semi-regular occurrences.
The best kind of regular, I think.
Possibly.
So, do you want to say goodbye to all of our lovely listener people?
Goodbye, lovely listener people.
Well, they're not watching.
Yeah.
If you've actually been watching the video, it's just been a still image for...
You could have been doing something else this whole time.
Like, it's an hour and a half of just this image. What were you watching?
They were expecting the video to start any minute.
Yeah, they're like, maybe it's just frozen. Anyway, that was Rickety-Zubat. Say bye.
Bye.
And I'm mildly amusing. Also bye. And we'll see you whenever we review something else. Yay!
Yay!